Welcome to Aging with Confidence. My name is Bob Smith. I'm the owner and founder of Scottsdale Financial Group. We created Aging with Confidence as a resource to consumers who are interested in buying long-term care but have questions, and they're looking for options. So we have created this website, and you can go to that site at ltcedu.com. And in that site, you're going to find a learning center. And in that learning center, we have created a number of videos. They're very short, very informative, and they address all the questions that I've ever been asked about long-term care. So it's a great resource for you to look into to get your questions answered before you actually start the process of obtaining quotes. So I'd encourage you to go to that learning center. It's a great resource. In every video that we produce, we address one question. And this is a question that is really a great opportunity for people who have annuities. We have a number of clients that back in the day bought an annuity as a retirement vehicle. It was something that they made a deposit into, they've let it grow over time, and they're going to use the income from that annuity to supplement their retirement. But what we have found is over time, that annuity has grown, but also the estate, the investments, and the business that this person is involved with or own has also grown. So what's happened is that annuity that they bought back in the day was really important to their retirement plan strategy. But now it's become less important. As a matter of fact, many of my clients that have annuities have almost forgotten that they have them, or they've become kind of an insignificant part of their portfolio. But they're asking me about long-term care insurance. They have, at one point they were 40 and now they're 65, and there's been a major shift. They're more concerned about protecting the assets rather than growing the assets. So now all of a sudden long-term care has become a real concern. So as an advisor, one of the things that we do is as we're interviewing the client, we're looking back into their portfolios to see what have they done in the past. Do they have an old annuity policy that no longer is really meaningful to them? Because that can become an incredible asset to convert into an annuity with a long-term care feature. So let me explain. And this is, again, a great opportunity to think about. If you're a consumer looking into long-term care and you have an old annuity sitting around that really doesn't add a lot of value to your estate any longer, what we can do is we can take that old annuity and we can use what's called a 1035 exchange. It's something that IRS makes available to us, that we can transfer that old annuity tax-free into a brand new annuity tax-free that has a long-term care feature attached to it. So what that would mean to you is if we move those dollars from an old annuity to a new annuity that has a long-term care feature, we have created a solution to your long-term care question that you're asking me now. So that brand new annuity that has a long-term care feature to it, that annuity will continue to grow based on an interest rate that it's earning, whether it be a fixed interest rate or some sort of an index-based rate. So it still has the potential to grow, just like it did back in the day when you bought it 20 years ago. But what's really interesting is if you have a health challenge and a long-term care expense need, you can submit that to the insurance carrier and say, I need assistance for long-term care. If you're approved for that long-term care expense, they will use the dollars from that annuity and its growth to actually pay for your long-term care expenses. But here's what's great about this option. The money coming out of that new annuity that has a long-term care rider will come out tax-free. That's a huge advantage because the old annuity that you bought back in the day, if you kept that the way it is built now, and you had a long-term care issue and you started pulling money from that annuity, it'd be treated as ordinary income. So you'd have ordinary income tax on that withdrawal that you would make from the annuity. But if you do the new annuity that has a long-term care feature attached to it, the money would come out tax-free. It's a huge advantage. And also you will find, depending on your age and your health, you may find out that that $200,000 or $300,000 annuity that we transferred over may provide you $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 of long-term care benefit. So there's a multiplier, a leverage effect also that comes into play. So I would highly, highly encourage you, if long-term care is interesting to you and you're looking at how do I purchase it, instead of just going out into the market and buying a policy, take a look at your portfolio to see if you have an old annuity in there that is not that meaningful to your estate, because we can use those dollars, transfer it over to something very, very tax efficient that will provide you the long-term care benefits you're looking for, and you don't have a brand new premium that you have to pay. So it's an opportunity for you. So I would highly, highly encourage you, if you're listening to this video, long-term care all of a sudden is now something that's important to you. If you have an old annuity, contact us. We will show you what that looks like. We will show you what type of long-term care benefit that will provide. And I think it's a great opportunity to repurpose something that's not that meaningful to you today into something that is extremely beneficial and a great asset to own in your estate today. And keep in mind, what's also great about the annuity approach is if you don't use it, you can pass it to the next generation. So it's not something that you're going to lose. But if you do need long-term care, you're going to get tax-free benefits from something that would normally produce ordinary income. It's going to come to you tax-free, and there's typically a multiplier effect of getting 2 to 3 times what you've deposited in that annuity in long-term care benefit. So if you'd like to see a quote, if you'd like to see how that works, give us a call, visit our website, contact us through the site, give us a call on our office phone, whatever works for you. This is a great opportunity. So if you have an old annuity and you need long-term care insurance today, you may have something available that we can repurpose to solve today's challenge. So thank you for visiting Aging with Confidence. I hope this has been helpful. Give us a call. Thank you. Take care.